we've all seen Straight Outta Compton.
What is it now? I'm sorry?
The story of a band called Noon.
Sorry,
I say it. I say it. Ne'er-do-wells with attitude. And
even that one's like, ooh, that's
that
close.
scene where they get him at the studio and they make him go on the curb and they're just being racist cops and shit.
Yeah.
Then Ice Cube writes, fuck the police. Mm-hmm. The real story is they were driving around with paint guns just shooting people. I grew up listening to Eazy and was like, he's just shooting people on the way to the studio.
He has time to stop.
He fucked a girl on a car rapping, and then he murdered someone, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't slang or bang. I just smoke motherfuckers like it ain't no thing. How many people have you murdered? Welcome to Tank Top Talks with Matt Braunger. I'm your host, Matt Braunger. Tank tops are ridiculous, but they feel good, and the reason why they feel good is because they're ridiculous. Ricky Carmona, let's talk about your tank.
Let's get it. What do you got? Your boy went with the Cuban clásico camiseta. Fíjate. Woo! I mean, you know, just traditional is what we went with.
Great.
Traditional.
Yeah.
Because you were like, hey, bring your favorite tank top.
Great.
Guess what I don't have?
Yeah.
A favorite tank top.
That's fine.
I don't have tank tops, man. I don't. I grew up a heavy kid, so all of my clothes were cover as much skin as possible.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And then my dad, though, good-looking man.
Yeah, okay.
Good-looking man. And every time, like, wore a camiseta, I was like, my dad looks good. Look at that. That looks good.
Yeah, that's manly.
That looks good. That's manly.
It's a manly look.
Manly
yes.
look.
Mm-hmm.
And can be used for anything. I mean, he would wear this, like, when him and my mom would go out dancing, he would wear it like, hey, first thing in the morning, I'm going to work. ¿Dónde está la camiseta? Bam. So I was like, man, that's a multi-hyphenate shirt.
That's great.
Boom, son. Boom.
Man, I was just talking about how it is the thing about the tank top and pants. It's an international father look. You can pick.
Yes.
It's a certain kind of father.
Yes.
You know, it could be a dashing father.
Yep.
It could be a father who just doesn't really care much about his appearance, and that's fine too. Every manner of father, no matter the ethnicity, is represented by the tank top and pants.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes,
generally
sir.
speaking, the undershirt and pants.
Yes,
you know?
yes. Yeah. I thought about, because, you know, I was like, if I'm gonna wear a camiseta, before for the show, before the show, I'll drink a cafecito, which I did. Oh, which is why I'm so yacked out right now.
Jesus.
And I was like, Ricky, should we spit?
Dude.
Homie.
It's in the blood. I know. You're Cuban.
Yeah, I was going to say it like, I'm already at 85%, you know, like just in general. Like that's my line.
Yeah.
You know, put one of those in me, and then I'm like at 101.
Yeah.
So. That's good. I was like, should I spill a little bit on me? You know, so like you can like just get like authentic, like, it's in me, but I'm going to be on camera, baby, so I kind of want to look good. Hey, girl.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like someone could probably, if they knew how to do a real cafecito, and if you could print money in LA if you just did the little Havana window. Oh, my God. The little hole.
Yep.
Like you find.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Little hole. Here's the money. Oh, my God. A perfect cafecito comes out. Oh, my Cafecitos are hard as hell to make.
Oh, yes.
They're so hard to make.
Yes. And I like the crustier the cup looks.
Yes.
I'm like, nah, that's some
sugar.
Shit. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Because even like this morning, I was out in Studio City, and I ordered I was like, hey, it was called an Evil Eye. And I was like, hey.
Wait, Boulevard Cafecito?
No, this was Yala Cafe. Hey, shout out to Yala Cafe. Do you guys got sponsors here?
No, I'll take it. Dude, I've heard Yala's incredible.
It was great.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Is it, am I wrong? It's like a Middle Eastern culture?
I believe so, because Yala means like hold up.
Okay. It does?
It does, yes.
Funny. Okay.
Yes. Yala Khmara means hold up stupid. I learned that when I worked at the shopping mall back in Lincolnwood in Chicago.
What language?
In Assyrian, is that the proper term? Assyrian?
Assyrian?
Assyrian,
okay. Cool.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Aliyah, Yala Khmara.
That's funny.
Bust that one out sometimes. Woo!
That's a good one.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So I was like, they had a cortado on there, and I was like, ooh, I'll get a cortado. And then I saw Evil Eye, and I was like,
Yeah, you gotta get that.
Yeah, so I did. But it came out in this beautiful little cup.
Yeah,
with this nice little sugary thing on it and a little thing. And I was like, you don't need all that. Just give me the fucking stank on it.
Yeah.
Pa!
Yeah, I mean, those little windows, it's a paper cup.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta,
paper. I like when it's just like the clear little plastic that's like the medicine cup on top. Like, the more in
the NyQuil cup of pure liquid crack.
Woo, thick.
Yeah, it's just it's nitroglycerin.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
So good.
My Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, and a gabardera as well.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Nice work.
I mean, dude, I had to come through.
Uniform.
El Pinar del Rio. That's a Cuban hat right there, homie.
Nice.
That's where my dad was from. Shout out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You were Cuban and Colombian.
Cuban and Colombian.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it's just loud in the house. Just loud. Hey, buenos dias. Like, all right.
Did I ever tell you? It's still one of my favorite things a person has ever said to me in my life. I did this. There used to be the show called Live from Here with Chris Steele, and it was a live radio show.
Hell
and they'd have all these bands and always different. And he was this really good musician, mostly bluegrass, but all kinds of stuff. But he had these good musicians, and then there'd be these guys doing a performance, and they'd have like a comedian. So I got to do it twice, and you're in front of this massive crowd. We did it. I think it's the Old Town Theater on Broadway in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So I come out, and that's where I have a bit about it. Where the bit I got from that I talk about is I went up after oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. That doesn't matter. But like I did this. I just was like, okay, I got to go crazy in this theater. I was like having. So I did all these big loud bits and stuff and had a great one and walked off and was like, at the thing of like, well, fuck, was I yelling too much? And then I go backstage and there's a Cuban band that was playing there.
Yes.
That did it. And this guy was like, hey, you kill, man. And I was like, hey, thanks, dude. Yep. And I was like, I feel like I was like, thanks. And I was like, you guys were incredible. And he's like, oh, thank you. And I was like, I feel like I was a little too loud. And he's like, too loud. It's New York, baby. My favorite. And then I was like, oh, do you live in New York? He's like, are you from New York? He's like, yeah. And I was like, you still live here? He's like, Tampa. He's like a little curve. Like, no, I'm not staying here. Older guy. I can't handle the city anymore.
That's hilarious.
So New York, baby.
One of my the highlights of my TV career was I used to write on Tosh.
Yes.
I used to find the videos. I used to find the web redemptions. Yeah.
And I should give a little background too.
Nah,
Ricky is a hilarious stand-up comedian and writer that he and I go back to the Chicago days from when we were both young men.
Young bucks.
On the scene.
Woo! Out there.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah. Part of the Lion's Den crew.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So
part of the Improv Olympic crew.
Yes.
Dude.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Dude. Yeah. So anyway, you worked on Tosh.
Yep.
Yes. It was one of your jobs. Go on. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah. I found these beautiful transgender deaf Latinas who hosted. They had like their own like YouTube show.
Okay.
And it was like about fashion. I mean, it was amazing. And I was like, I gotta get these motherfuckers on the show.
Yeah.
Gotta get.
Like for him, behind the video.
Exactly, which he did.
Cool.
And wouldn't you know, we did kind of like a Sábado Gigante type thing. Within that though, I got to play the leader of the band for the show. I don't need to win an Oscar.
Did you have conga drums?
You goddamn right I did, dude. And I was hitting those like the fucking spirit of Ricky Ricardo with each one. Fuakata. I mean, the joy.
Yeah.
The
so
joy,
fun.
bro.
So
I felt like I ascended like a phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's great. When you set up a set piece like that is so in your lane.
Yes.
So up your alley that just takes you back.
Dude.
Like to that time.
Yeah, man.
Kind of thing.
Oh my God, dude. It like just like they're like, so what we want you to do, I know what to do.
No, I got it.
I got it.
Trust me.
Where do I
have
look?
The art direction.
Yeah.
I know how this guy acts. I know how this band leader acts.
There were other people like in the band, and they were like, "Oh, do you know how to play?" I was like, "I have no idea what I'm doing, but I got el espíritu."
Yeah.
So just like follow me, yo, follow me,
That's
and
great.
it was amazing.
Oh, it's so great.
So fun, dude.
Yeah. Did your brothers see that or anybody see that stuff?
Probably my mom did.
Okay.
I mean, that's like. It's really the most
who
important.
better?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
that's
Like
great.
that's who I want the high praise from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, man, I was trying to think of like when we first met, and I don't know.
I'm so glad you said that, dog.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about that as well. I was like, I just know there was one point we were at the bar at IO, and you probably said some hip hop shit. And I love white boys who know hip hop. And we bonded immediately.
Yeah.
And that was it. But like year-wise, I don't know, man.
No.
Because
it had to have been late 90s.
like for sure.
And it was like I'm certainly at some sort of Tribe Called Quest-ish thing.
100%.
That was always when, back when new albums were still coming out.
Yes.
We were like, what did you think? Did you like this?
Yes.
And then checking out whatever the next thing. I remember when Stankonia came out.
Yes.
And we were just like, well,
that's shit's different now.
This is the greatest shit of all time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was at my buddy's house on Sunday looking at his records, and he had Diggable Planets Blowout Comb.
Yeah.
And he's pulled it out, and he's looked at it, just held it.
So good.
Just held it.
That
like,
was
oh,
incredible.
My God. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Ages well. When I first heard it, I was like, this is different, but kind of like, I don't understand fully what's going on. This isn't like cool like that, slick like that.
Sure.
They're doing something
That's
different.
What I liked, though. They kind of got a little bit more revolutionary, but they also like upped their beats. Their beats were so much better.
Oh yeah, way more complex.
And
dude.
speaking of white people that like hip hop,
Thank
when
you.
Cool Like That came out, I was like, hey, I was that white guy that was like, yeah, you don't even like this music, assholes, coffee house bullshit. I've been to the goddamn tunnel in New York. I'm special. I think I'm so special, but like, but it was still undeniably great.
Yes.
But
100%.
But yeah, but like that album was like, oh, you guys are a good hip hop group. You're genuinely good.
Yeah.
You made yourself. You're like, oh, like I like I don't think that album is necessarily a masterpiece, but I like it was late in life till I learned what a masterpiece really means. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean it's a perfect piece of art. Mm-hmm. It's something a master creates to show you that they're a master. Mm. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So you're kind of like, oh, fuck, look at how good that painting is. This is a master of, a landscape, painting or whatever, kind of thing. It's just like, that's the piece to show people, this is, so that was like, to me, their album. They're like, oh, you're a real hip hop band. You're good.
It taught me like, oh, this is when a group intentionally is like, we're not going to give you the same thing we did before.
Yes.
We're going to do something different.
Evolve.
And we'll wait till you catch up to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they had like one radio single off that. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Which was that Blackadalism. Yes.
Doom. Great
sick
tune. Yeah.
Sick, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But then like you listen to the rest of the album and it's just like, man, where's the slick like that? Where's that one at?
Yeah, no.
And I kept like waiting for it, and it wasn't there. But my ear just started to like hear what was going on and being like, oh, this shit is different.
Yeah,
this shit is hot.
Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it was almost like when actually around the same time, Balloon Mind State came out, De La Soul, which was like, it's funny who said that. I think it was Chappelle or Chris Rock was like, Balloon Mind State is every comedian, that's their favorite De La Soul album. And it's like, it's not necessarily mine, but it's top 3 for sure. But my point is, it's a wacky album.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Oh yeah.
I don't mean like it's hilarious necessarily,
no.
But it's just like, well, you guys are fucking around so much really well. But I love that when a band just kind of gets out of because they all want to.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a clip of like music in general as an example. Jimi Hendrix being like, yeah, we like these songs, and Wild Thing's a nice song, but you get a little tired of playing it. You probably never want to do Purple Haze again in his life. You probably want to do something different. I feel like every band, generally speaking, wants to do something a little like, can I do something a little different than this?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think Balloon Mind State might be my favorite.
Really?
Because I was like going through them in my head.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's incredible.
That's the one that fucking Patty Duke.
It's so good.
Oh my goodness.
I think I still got to go with 3 Feet High because that just smacked me, and I was never the same.
Yeah.
It's just, just what I exactly needed. What I needed was something that was good, but also wasn't gangster rap and wasn't the stuff that came before that of like, I'm all that, all I'm doing is bragging kind of thing.
Oh, sure.
It was it was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
For what it was, and it stood on its own. Have I told you my dichotomy theory of how hip hop in its essence is silly, and that's kind of what makes it great.
Okay, I'm listening.
Just 2 examples. We've all seen Straight Outta Compton.
What is it now? I'm sorry?
The story of a band called Noon. I say it. Ne'er-do-wells with attitude. And
even that one's like, ooh, that's
that
close.
Scene where they get him at the studio and they make him go on the curb and they're just being racist cops and shit.
Yeah.
Then Ice Cube writes, fuck the police. The real story is they were driving around with paint guns just shooting people. Like some punk shit.
Yes.
And then the cops, of course, were like, busted them and stopped. And they're like, well, fuck you. I should be allowed to shoot people with a paint gun into their car. What the fuck? That's like something teenagers do. I mean, basically, we're teenagers.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, that wasn't, the only one who actually led that street life was Eazy-E. The rest of them went to good schools and shit. Go to De La Soul. All their shit is like hippy dippy, kind of thing. At least they were called hippie guys. But they were big dudes. And they'd go on the road and people like, you hippie. And De La Soul was beating the shit out of people. And nobody knows that. Maceo and Trugoy were big dudes. And they were just stomping dudes out. And it's like, that just, when you take the veneer down, it's all great music. It's not, I was actually relieved to find out that, because I grew up listening to Eazy-E and was like, he's just shooting people on the way to the studio.
It's right. He has time to stop.
He fucked a girl on a car rapping, and then he murdered someone,
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't slang or bang. I just smoke motherfuckers like it ain't no thing. How many people have you murdered? You don't care? You don't care at all?
Easy.
But we used to see it. Yeah, we used to see it as being real.
Yeah.
But they were
100%.
so genius to take Dre's beats and just say the most insane shit.
Yup. Yup. Dude, De La Soul is another great example of I had to catch up to it. I had to catch up to it. I didn't get the irony or the funny behind it. I was just like, what is this? You can do this?
Yeah.
You can, all right. Man, there's another sketch on this album? When are they going to rap again?
Yeah. The second album is almost ruined by the sketches. Second album stands up.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yes.
But so much sketch. There's a new one too.
I love the new one, Cabin in the Sky. It's great. It's beautiful.
It's great.
It's beautiful.
So many great songs on that album.
But
but I feel like they kind of went a little nuts with the sketches too. But hey, they wanted to. They're allowed.
Do it.
Yeah. That's your thing. Great.
Exactly. They give them all the creative control. Everybody get out of their way.
Yeah.
And then I will wait till it arrives in my playlist and I will enjoy it.
And I remember when I was in college, we had a little dumb little rap group, and we would
and their name was
we had a few names.
Yes.
One was, I always wanted to call us school bus, something stupid.
Hell yeah.
Or no, Ghost Riders.
Ooh,
I want to call us the Ghost Riders.
That's not stupid.
That was a great name.
That's a good one.
That name, they got shot down. They're just these fucking stoners. They're one cause, many minds. I'm like,
Wow. One cause, many minds.
Yeah, there were like 6 of us. I was one of 2 white guys. The other guy, and he was white Spanish too. So like, just get people to listen to like all white guys. One cause many. There's an all white crew named One Cause. Murder them, kill them all. But like, yeah, and
Michael Bivins would have fucked with you.
You would have signed us.
He would have signed you.
What was it? Was it Sudden Impact?
Sudden Impact.
If you haven't checked out friend of the pod and guest in the pod, Dave Holmes is Bracing for Impact.
Yes.
Where he tries to find that band and finds them. It's incredible.
Amazing.
It's one of my favorite podcast series of all time. But I remember just getting high and drinking beers in the dorm room. My friend who had recording equipment, and we'd have other rappers come in and we just make songs. And it was one of the happiest times of my life. And I remember that being, and there are people that come play instruments and stuff. And we just make these little tapes, and like people would trade them around campus and shit. And like I'd take them back to Portland, and like they'd be like, because they were making music too. That's what 3 Feet High and Rising struck me as. But they did it before anyone did it. Where it's like, how do you have the balls to not act like you have the biggest balls? You know what I mean? Like every other rapper was like, fucking hold my nuts. I'm the dopest, biggest chain. They came out Dayglow colors and shit.
Amazing.
It was fearless.
Amazing.
So it was very cool.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Lion's Den a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, so Lion's Den was a legendary open mic on Monday nights in Chicago, where there was a bell and you had to sign up by I think like 7 p.m.
Sure. That's right. Yeah.
Was it earlier?
I mean, the earlier you got there,
yes. So there was
the better.
There was just a clipboard.
Yep.
And you signed up, and they rang the bell, and they rang the bell, no more. And like you had to, there were some nights it was like 30, 40 comics. You only did 5 minutes.
I feel like by the time I got there, it was always 30, 40 comics, and
crazy.
then up to like 60.
Crazy.
Because I got honored and lucky enough to host some of those.
Yeah, wow.
And it's like,
that's a marathon.
That's exactly. And it's like, man, I'm not going to tell so-and-so no. Because it's like, this show's fucking hot right now, you know? And it's 12:30 a.m. on a Monday night, and there's still people here paying attention.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Like, speak on it.
I know. I just remember it being this thing of everybody, generally speaking, trying to write new stuff.
Yeah.
And try it out. And you had your little 5 minutes, and sometimes it was great. Sometimes it was whatever. Sometimes it was that didn't land as well. But it was always so fun.
Yeah.
Just to hang out.
Yeah.
And talk with everybody. And because there was like the bar area, and there was a curtained little doorway, and then back there was was the crowd.
Yeah.
So you'd kind of come and go. You'd see the people you wanted to see, and you'd duck out or whatever. But it was just constantly in motion. I've never known a mic like that in my life, before or since. That's on that level.
Yep.
Where it's hot every single Monday. There were occasionally ones where it's like, all right, there's not that many people. There's not as many people here, kind of thing. But it was just a scene.
100%. It's where I learned how to do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Like you watch it, and you watch it, and you watch it, and you're like, that's what I want to do. That's where I got on stage and failed for many a time.
Yes.
But was like, I'll come back.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
And then like Dwayne Kennedy get on stage, and we just cram.
And be like blown away.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, that's Dwayne Kennedy.
I had Kevin Avery on, and we were singing his praises. It's like, you know.
Just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
It was, I always say like there's comics that I'm such a fan of that I'm kind of like, they almost take the pressure off, where you're kind of like, oh, well, I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'll have my nights where I'm on fire, I'm cooking or whatever and stuff. But it's like, Dwayne would just say something so perfectly silly, and it's so fucking funny. It's like, I feel like maybe the funniest thing in the world is like America's Funniest Home Videos montage of people falling down carpeted stairs by accident.
Yes.
Just one person after another, just missing that step, holding a pamper full of laundry. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
So that's the gold standard.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's all kinds of funnier things. And there's comedy but like, he was just that guy where it's just like, he'd make a joke about the darkest shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it would crush.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And he had that confidence.
Dude, like, he's the kind of guy where I would watch him, and it's like, you know, kind of like what you were saying before, like, man, all right, I can never do what he's doing, but Ricky, that's the goal.
Try
right
for
there.
That. Yeah,
that's
Shoot for that.
100%. There was certain people who I would see there for the first time and be like, Ricky, that guy. That, you know, John Roy, the first time I saw him, Ricky, that.
Yeah.
There it is right there. Those are jokes, Ricky. That's a performance right there. That's timing.
Yeah.
Lock in on that. When you hear, I mean, just like immediately I started watching that guy.
Yeah. Well, Roy was very funny because, as I said, we always try to come up with write new stuff. And we used to rag on him for practicing his jokes. And he'd be like, yeah, enjoy your day jobs. Because he was getting booked. He was like getting booked in clubs, you know, and he'd drive away in a car he owned. None of us had a car. We didn't have a car. His car was used, but it's still a car, you know. But like, yeah, Roy is like, two things I love about Roy. He's such a good joke writer. He's so fun to watch on stage, but he doesn't have any of that, man, why aren't I doing better?
Yeah.
Why didn't I? And he's always had a very valid, great career.
Yep.
But never had any kind of ego.
Yep.
Which is wild for a stand-up. Dwayne never cared. And Dwayne never had any ambition. You know? He said it himself.
I didn't say that, man. I didn't say that, Dwayne.
No, he said it himself. And then he finally kind of started having some, you know, thank God, where he was kind of like, oh, I'm going to start making more albums and stuff like that, you know. But for the longest, he was just like, And looking back, I'm like, he never starved.
Yeah.
It's not a bad life to just live in Chicago.
What would add
little spots
to the mysticism of him, of Dwayne for me too? I'd be like, hey, man, what's like Dwayne up to? Oh, he's like painting with his sister or some shit. I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Like, he's not like, just like on TV, like on the regular. No, I think he's just like kind of like doing like his own thing.
Yeah.
Like, what fucking Jedi level master life? Because to me, like, you go have the life experiences so you can come back and tell the people
exactly.
Like, here's what it is. And it's like, man, he's finding it there. That dude is at another level, Ricky.
Yeah, and I used to have a real chip on my shoulder for comics who get to a certain level and then they stop doing comedy completely. That chip's gone. I'm just like, whatever you want to do with your life is fine. It's just like, I don't have a problem with any dingbat on earth doing stand-up. I don't give a shit. I don't care, you know, because it's the great thing about it is it's anyone's. If they choose to go up there and disgrace themselves to the level we have, you know, that's how you get there.
Yep.
But okay, cool. You used to have people that get real salty about TikTokers and YouTubers selling out, you know, all these clubs and shit. I'm just like, it's a business, man. I can't, you know, a lot of them are going to maybe never do it again.
Yeah.
There, people might not come back, you know, but like, I'm out there. I'm still doing it.
Yep.
It's fun doing other shit for sure. And it's not my life. It's not everything. I mean, when like my kid was born in 2000, when as I say in my act, all the penis joke emporiums closed down. All of them. Well, no, there were a couple in the South. Dude, I remember getting told, if you want, I can. Nope. I'm not going. I'm not going where they just never wear a mask. We drove across the country when my kid was like, 6 weeks. And like, I remember being in New Orleans and walking by a brunch place, packed, no masks. I was like, wow. And the clubs are like that.
People don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. Hey, God bless them. God bless them. But 2021, when things started opening up again and we got the vaccine and stuff, I was like, send me everywhere. For first couple months, I was like gone almost every weekend. And my wife was like, you can't fucking do this to me. You got to scale back. And I was like, you're right. And I was like, didn't hesitate, cut my shit in half. And it's the healthiest decision I've ever made.
Good for you.
I have so much more time with my family, with my friends, and there were times leading up to that where like I was hitting walls on stage where I was just like, is this it? Kind of thing. Like, I like this.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be, I've talked to Bill Burr about this. I've talked to other people that had like the same kind of epiphany or had family late in life, had like a kid late in life, like I did, where you're kind of like, oh, we used to open for these guys that were just full-born, no, like definitely dealing with all kinds of not only chemical, but emotional and mental addictions, and no self-reflection. And these guys were assholes. And they just thought that shit, it's just around the next corner. I just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Got to keep going. It's like, it's not, dude. It's not. I mean, it might be, but it's like, what are you sacrificing to chase that dragon? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think a gift that we have now is that stand-up isn't the only thing anymore.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, because at least in my experience, like when I first started doing stand-up, I was like, this is it.
Yes.
I don't really have
Or
like
bust.
another plan, and like this is it. And then after a certain amount of time doing it, it's like, man, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
But you know, you pivoted to something in the same zone, still creative.
Yes.
Because I'm a big proponent of not having a plan B.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It's like I think random, but Helen Keller was right. She's like, life is
finally, Jesus,
thank
man,
you, right?
Thank you.
And she said the white race.
Wait, what?
How did she know? Who told her she was white? No, she's.
I mean, I love white women. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes women, like, Jesus Christ.
It said, security is largely an illusion. Life is either a great adventure or nothing, which is fucking hardcore.
Real
Take
talk.
it easy. That's
real talk.
Real talk, but that's a little too gangster, Helen Keller. You've been through a lot. But
so you all need to see that. People forget that part.
Yeah.
So you all motherfuckers need to know.
Yeah. Is it? I'm reading this Braille. On you hoes?
On you.
What the fuck? What is this?
Helen is on
I will
one
break
today.
my foot off in your ass. Are you sure she was white? But I think it's like you're not going to have that focus to go for these things and to live your life if you're all like, oh, I'm also studying to be a banker kind of thing. You know?
Yes.
You can do all that shit if you want, but it's just I never regretted kind of going for it and doing other jobs to pay the bills.
100%.
Of course.
100%.
And kind of not worrying about when I'm going to make a living at this thing, because it just kind of keeping, your skills up and all that jazz. And like, you've gone through changes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Can we talk about how you've
started doing adult movies?
Drugs and alcohol with masturbation?
And it sometimes combined it, which is, when I feel
dip back in. You are through over 3 years sober.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks, homie. Thank you. Thank you. It feels amazing.
Nice.
It is probably, I'll say what my friends have told me. Oh, that's the fucking smartest thing you've ever done, Ricky.
Yeah.
Well, and that's really
interesting. When you told me you'd made that choice, I never ever saw you as someone that had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And we all, Chicago days, dude, we always knew a few people.
Part of the reason where I was, when you brought up like, us back in Chicago, I was like, yeah, man, I hope you can fill in some of the blanks, dude. Because for me, that's kind of fucking hazy, man.
That's a hazy time for me.
Because as great as the scene was, and all of us hanging and kicking it, getting shithouse drunk out of my mind, getting high out of my mind.
Yeah.
The first time I got on stage to do stand up, I was drunk out of my mind.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I need to like calm all these fears.
Sure.
That are in my head.
Liquid courage.
Sure. I watched I literally watched a Richard Pryor stand up special before I walked over to the Lions Den.
Wow.
And he was drunk and high on it, talking about doing cocaine.
Is it
and
live and smoking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was like, well, it's okay for me to like just start drinking. I'll just have like a couple of whiskeys.
Sure.
And you know, the set didn't go well, bro.
Yeah.
The set did not go well.
Yeah.
But come back next week. Set went a little better. And sometimes like that's what it would like. Oh, I got like a little bit of a giggle there. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that dude over there laughed, and he's a comic. So I made that guy laugh.
Yeah.
And he does it. So like, all right, Ricky. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, next week, let's try and take the microphone out of the stand.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do that.
Take control.
Yeah. Like,
but we all were in various stages of intoxication. I wasn't every night, but it was close.
Yeah.
And if it involved us in a bar, like we did no clubs. Zanies wouldn't book us.
Nope.
And that was the only club on the north side, weirdly. Crazy.
Yeah.
But also the reason why I feel like our scene was so strong, and all these people that are now names known all over the place, is because it was at its nadir, like stand-up was right then, at that era, late 90s, early 2000s. Nobody really gave a shit about it. Not really.
Yeah.
Not to the degree they do now.
Yeah.
Where
100%.
And Chicago was improv ran shit.
Yes.
And I remember when I got kicked off my improv team for being too dope.
Was that the name of your improv team?
We were called the Two Dope Boys. No. My improv team name was actually pretty great because there were three of them. There were two Seans and a Dishon, so we were the Sean.
You were the Shawning. Hell yeah, you were. Hell yeah, you were. Those were great times, homie.
That was a good team. It was fun.
Man.
But, I took all 5 levels and they added a 6th, and they're like, you got to take this level or you're not in your. And I'm like, I don't want to spend any more money, man.
Yeah, sorry.
And they're like, if you take level 6, you're back on the Shawning. And I was like, I'm done, man. And because I'd been doing stand up already, and I was like, I'm gonna do stand up, and they thought I was fucking nuts. And I'm just I just like it more.
Yeah.
And now you go to Chicago and there are people who do stand up and do improv. Back in the day, never the twain shall meet.
Nope.
Hatfields and McCoys.
Yep.
But what I'm getting to is that we did all of our sets in bars.
Yes.
All in bars. And comedy clubs wouldn't exist without alcohol.
Yep.
But it's almost like you don't see it. There's a room and there's seats or tables, and then they bring the drinks out.
Yeah.
There's rarely like a bar. We were playing where there's the bar right fucking here.
Right there.
We'll wait to go on. Fuck it. I'll get a beer.
Yep.
It was constant. And it was like that thing of, it wasn't like, oh, I can't fathom getting on stage just straight, just like nothing in me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was rare back in those days. Before I got serious about it. When I came to LA, it was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not going to, A, you got to drive everywhere, and B, like, no, you should work on being yourself on stage and not this exaggerated drunk version.
Yeah.
Because that is, I would say, if it's working for you, that's hugely addictive to just have that numbness to numb your nerves, but that shreds your nerves eventually.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it does. Yeah. Shreds nerves. For me, perspective.
Yeah.
Like, it's for me, stand up is so much about like being yourself.
Yeah.
Being who you are up there. And if I'm not being myself off stage and pretending to be somebody on stage, like shit just starts to get really blurry for me.
Yeah.
And I start asking myself, like, all right, what are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Why do you need to do this so you can do that?
Yeah.
This is the thing that you love to do.
Yeah.
So what do you need that for?
Mm-hmm.
So like when that conversation starts happening, it's like,
yeah.
All right. We need to have a talk.
Yeah.
Cut to 20 years go by and we haven't had that talk. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I'm exhausted now.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired of being exhausted.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not fun anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It stopped working a long time ago.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to make some changes, Ricky.
And I feel like we have this thing where I've had the thought a lot of times where it's like, there's never been a time where I can't just walk into a bar and just get a beer or whatever. Cause I'm a man. I'm a large man.
I'm a huge man. Jesus Christ.
But in one special way, I'm not. Hi, welcome to Small Dick Radio.
This show needs a band.
Yeah. It's about, he changed it. It was just tank tops. Then he takes his weird thumb dick, puts it on the table.
Thumb dick.
But like, women can't do that. If a woman goes and drinks alone in a bar, guys will not leave her alone. And I was like, wow, that's a freedom I wish everyone had, or even in a coffee shop, generally speaking, and stuff like that. But and also men are told, hey, a man drinks. And we always had that. Mm-hmm. So if you have free time, why wouldn't you? What's the point? Drink when you drink to celebrate, you drink when you're sad. You're a man. That's what a man does. Die of a massive heart attack at 47. It's just,
which used to be like dope, It's like dude, growing up in Chicago, during the time that we were at I.O. at Second City, people, Belushi was revered.
Sure.
Fucking Farley was revered.
Yes.
It wasn't the era of like, hey man, like, dude, you need to calm down. It was like, wow.
Why would we?
What?
But the bars are open.
Yeah.
They're open till 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just had Skylar Higley on, who you met, very funny young comic. And I was like, we talked a little bit about drinking, but like, he's from Utah, from Salt Lake City. And he went from Utah to Chicago, where it's like, they have like, Utah's weaker beer. They stopped selling at midnight.
Oh yeah.
I lived above a 4 a.m. bar for 4 years. 4 years. And I was like on the street, right off Clark. You remember that apartment.
Yeah.
And perpetually dusty. That shit sweated dust, no matter how we cleaned. And like, my bed was right fucking there. And I'd hear people showing up and screaming and going in the bar or getting kicked out and stuff. And there was this couple and they were fighting and they were screaming at each other. And it's that thing. Even when I heard people screaming and would wake me up, I'd be like, all right, they're going to fucking walk to a car. They're going to walk to the train or something. And they're screaming, they're fighting. I'm like, get the fuck out from under my fucking window. And then I hear a key in the lock underneath. They lived in one of the units. There were like 3. And I'm like, fuck. I'm going to hear them fighting all night. They're fighting up the stairs, fighting in the thing.
That's great.
Gnarly. And now when I go to Chicago, the idea, A, of being up till 2.
Yeah.
Sober or drunk. B, of going into a 4 a.m. makes me like my skin crawl. Makes me like,
Homie, I went out last night to a show, and it was like at 8:30.
Yes.
I'm out right now.
Yes.
And I don't know what time it is, but it's after 8 o'clock. The fact that I have left my house 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, dude.
After 7:30 p.m.
You're partying.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
It was funny.
I am on one right now, son.
Do you remember, you knew Derek Sheen, right? Seattle guy.
I know the name. I don't know if I knew him personally, though.
So I was just in Seattle weekend before last, and I'm doing dry January. So you and me the same.
Hell yeah.
And 3 years, 3.5 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever it was.
Dude, wow.
Yeah. So we're just backstage with our little non-alcoholic beers. And I was like, bro, we're fucking partying tonight. He's like 5 years older than me. We're just like, oh, we're going nuts.
And dude, I the show ended. I left.
Yeah.
And as I'm driving away, I see another comic and he's leaving as well.
Yep.
I don't know how old the comic is, but I'm going to assume he was kind of like my age. But I was just like, legit had the thought like, this is what we do now.
100%.
The show ends and we leave.
Yes. That's it.
20 years ago, I'm still there.
Yeah.
I'm still like, well, man, fucking.
I'm going to close this one down.
Yep. And then where are we going next? 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
And really feel like death the next day. Tomorrow's dead.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's ruined.
Yeah.
I'm ruining tomorrow night.
But what's dope, dude, is like, for me, like being sober and being creative now, like that thing of like, oh, I can still do this. Like, oh, I didn't need that.
No.
You know?
No.
And like the fears that like still, hey, I'm gonna let you in on a little something. I can be a scared ass little bitch sometimes.
All of us.
Like
all of us
sometimes I'm just like,
sure. Of course.
Hey, you want to be on my podcast? Who, me? Why me, man? Why? What? Why do you want me on here? What do I have to say? I ain't got shit to say, man. I ain't got shit to say.
You have a lot of things.
All right, good. I'm glad you asked. Yeah. Here's what I really want to talk about.
Okay, good. It's just something.
And like, so like those fears start to, even though they show up, they aren't as intense. They kind of like dissipate. And just able to like be present and be like excited about the unknown, excited about like the opportunities, you know, like I don't do stand up as much anymore, but I have other creative outlets, you know, like I still work in television, you know me, I like to DJ,
right?
Like all these things where it's like, oh fuck, man, like I can do this and I can do that and I can be present for it and it's fucking exciting and shit. I'm fucking just as good or not, maybe even a little better if I can just like holler about myself for a second.
Sure.
I mean, shit, man, maybe I'm even better at this than I thought I was. God damn. Shit. Damn, Ricky. What, girl?
And did you see the Being Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Netflix. I loved his metaphor about like I'm just sailing. Wind goes this way, I'll turn the sail that way. Wind goes that way. I'm not.
Yeah.
How do I get over there? He's just going.
Yeah.
And it's like, granted, he's richer than God, but like
he is, dude.
You know,
he is. He has Zamunda money.
He has fuck you money.
He has fuck you money.
But it's and well earned.
Yes.
But it's like I feel like that any of us can apply that mind state if we really focus on it. Just because the wind, inspiration, you can't drink it out. You can't exercise it out. You can't meditate. It just hits.
Yeah, man.
It just hits. And then you go, oh, okay, this is the thing. I'm going to see where this takes me.
Yeah.
See where this wind blows me kind of thing.
Yeah. And it's one of the beautiful things, man, of like the state of today is that's okay to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you were saying in Chicago, you either did improv or you did stand up.
Right.
Dude, if I haven't told you this already, I'll let you know, man. Like, so you left IO before I did.
Okay.
And then when I showed up and saw you doing stand up, I was like, "Oh, he's here too."
Oh, cool.
You can do this.
Yeah.
Because it would drive me crazy, dude, when I would be at improv parties and people would just do bits about like
you could just
talk
stop
shit
it. It would drive you crazy to be at an improv party. You can stop right there.
But just this idea that you can't do stand up, it has to be one or the other. In my mind, I'd be like,
purity.
Motherfuckers, the reason that I'm here is because I'm still too afraid to be on stage by myself.
Right.
I'm gonna learn how to be funny with all of y'all, and then when I have that confidence, I'm gonna go do what I kind of really want to do.
Yeah, and you know, to give them a little bit of devil's advocacy, I will say they were still reeling from the time of the guys with the blazers rolled up to their elbows.
Sure. Yeah.
All doing the same hacky fucking airline food shit.
100%.
And you watch someone do like a real good Harold.
Yes.
Top to bottom, you're like, well, shit.
Yeah. 100%.
You know, if you put those up next to each other. But that said, for every great improv set, there's a ton of ones where you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You're all going for the joke. You're all fucking failing. I think I've talked about this, but it was like, I remember one of the most chilling things. You know, one of the best feelings ever is when you look at something that has gone horribly awry and you're like, God, I'm not on stage. Yeah. And you can just walk off into the night. I have no connection.
Hell yeah.
I was at Improv Olympic. I don't know why I was there. I think I will say, in terms of doing those levels, they would have to chase me to get that check. I go to 5 classes. Huh? What? I didn't pay you? So one guy would just get fucking pissed. So I probably went by and was like, I got the check. And I went upstairs to like the office, like Sharna's office, and like gave him the check. And I'm upstairs, and I'm hearing in the main room downstairs, this group is crushing. People are laughing so fucking hard. I'm like, whoa, who's down there? And I go downstairs and I look, and everyone in the audience is like this. No one's smiling. They're doing some made a choice where this guy on stage is just doing a wacky thing, and the rest of the group is howling with laughter at everything he does. Like they initiated that, and now they can't drop it because they started the bit, and they're screaming with fake laughter. The audience isn't laughing, and I'm like, holy fuck. And it was like, I felt like I was escaping into the night. I felt like I was at like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, and I was the one that didn't get shot. Like they're like, you can go. You know, it was just like, oh fuck this, man.
Yeah, man.
You know,
dude, like, I mean, stand up or improv, when it's not going well, man,
that's why it's the best. That's why it's the best, the most incredible thing you've ever seen, when someone has a fire set, or like an improv group does, you know, when those people have like ESP.
Yeah.
They just know what the other person, they're just all operating like a perfect machine.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing you ever seen in your life.
Yes.
The opposite is the worst thing you ever seen in your life.
Yes.
That's why it's so good. That's why it's so good. It's almost like life, when it's great, is great because it ends. Because you're going to die.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I'm sorry?
Well, I you and me won't.
Thank you,
Dude,
bro. I'm going to be here for a minute.
It's the wildest thing in the world when like my kid is like, it's like, am I going to die someday? Nope.
Nuh-uh.
Never.
Huh? Who told you that?
Honey, you're a vampire. You will live eternally sucking the blood of the innocent. I've straight up told my child she'll never die.
That's great. That's great. Oh, no.
She hears about people dying.
Not you, though, honey.
Nope, not you. Not you, not me, not mama.
No, we'll be here forever.
Nope.
Forever.
Never gonna kick. You got some real shit in this, man. This is
hell yeah.
This is a good one.
Have we been recording this the whole time?
No.
All right, thank God.
Yeah, we're about to. Are we ready, Max?
Woo!
I want to see like because there's a podcast where they have like insanely famous people on there where their time is worth a lot, you know, to them. Mm-hmm. I want to see someone pull that for real. Like lean in.
Oh,
no, we haven't been recorded at all. Fucking kidding me? I don't want to talk about this goddamn movie anymore. Why did I talk about this fucking movie? What the fuck is going on? And then just take that clip. Just put that out there.
That would be
Brad Pitt loses his mind. Slaps the mic out of the way. So good.
They kept asking him about Johnny Handsome. Is that fucking movie he did?
With the
big hair? Yeah.
There's a movie about how awful that was. About
shooting that movie?
Who was in the crew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And there's a guy like being like, hey, what's up? He's like obviously being like young, full of himself. Yeah. He like did a thing where he's like, there's a guy in the crew had an eye patch. He's like, I think my character should have an eye patch. It looks cool. And the guy's like, I'm missing an eye, man. It's not cool. And then he's like, later in the scene, the guy comes back. He's like, where's my fucking eye patch? And the actor took it. He put it on. I didn't know if that happened for real. Is there anything you want to plug here on here? Which of the what was the anthology discussion of horror you were on? What was that called? On Shudder?
Man,
you were so good in that.
Thank you very much.
Because you're a massive cinephile.
I love yes. Hey, I'll plug this. You can find me on Letterboxd. Find your boy on Letterboxd.
Great. That's good.
And yeah, I DJ Dark Gable on SoundCloud. That's hilarious.
Nice. That's
yeah, man. I don't really do a lot of social media anymore, man. And
good.
That is
you're healthier for it.
Yeah, dude.
You're better for it.
Yeah. So I thought about it. I was like, oh, he'll probably ask me if I have something to plug.
It's fine if people say no. You know, you're living. You're doing great.
I'm trying to live my life.
There you go.
Yeah. Maybe I'll post a picture of my dog. Have you met my Bootsy? Have you met Bootsy yet? Oh my God, dude! I got this beautiful little hairy motherfucker at the crib now. Woo!
Okay, cool.
No, I love it so much.
Check that dog out.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hell yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on the show,
my man. I love you so much.
Love you too, buddy.
You're my guy. I really appreciate you.
You too, man.
Hell yeah.
Really great.
Are we done?
Fuck.
Jesus.
Can we stop acting like we're friends?